Good evening. It is Mr. Nick Chisholm. I am back to discuss my topic 5, the collaboration benchmark. Um, so I have here my resource handout, and I chose the literacy components of comprehension, vocabulary, and phonics. So a little of the highlights. I said for comprehension, I will teach my young students how to read the words surrounding the keyword or key term. I will teach my students how to read the surrounding words to comprehend what the key word or term is. For phonics, to teach my young students, and I mean young students, I'm referring to elementary grade students, kindergarten through third grade. For phonics, I will take a word and I will break the word up into syllables, and that's how I will teach my kids phonics. If it's a word like today, I will break it up TODAY, today. And then for vocabulary, the way I would go about teaching my students vocabulary was more along the lines of the way I was taught coming up in elementary school. Beginning of the week, we are told the 10 words we had to learn. We will write the words in sentences. We will read the words out loud in class. We will take the words home and study. And then by the end of the week on Friday, I would test my students on how they went about mastering and learning the vocabulary words. Instructions for comprehension. I say I would teach my students a learning strategy for comprehension. I suggested would be to have my students learn how to pick out 2 words that they know, and I will teach them how to relate those 2 words that they know to the bold word. For phonics, I will put the word on a whiteboard. I will break the words down as a learning strategy. And for vocabulary words, I will teach my students how to write the sentences on the text exam. I will have my students write the words into 3 sentences. I will have my students have to pick out the definition of the word for on the test exam. So in reading the questions, as far as the video presentation for collaborating with other teachers, I use the suggestion of social studies. I will use my teaching strategy as far as teaching word comprehension or teaching vocabulary words. I said I will use that strategy to help students learn geographical locations. So how I would teach students how to break down a word via phonics into syllables. That's how I would teach students how to name the 7 continents, Europe or Asia. I will break it down into syllables like I did for phonics. And then I will help my students to engage in learning by fun activities, learning activities such as playing games via YouTube or Kahoots. Those are a couple of learning strategies I will use for my students to help my young students learn their literacy components of phonics, comprehension, and vocabulary words. That is all I have. Thank you very much.